How Elon Musk built a fortune most people thought was impossible. What if I told you that one man was told he would fail over and over again, lost almost everything multiple times, was mocked by the media, doubted by investors, and still became one of the richest people in human history? What if the biggest reason most people never achieve massive success isn't a lack of talent, but a lack of courage? Because that's exactly what happened to Elon Musk. And the truth is, his journey contains lessons that could completely change the way you think about money, success, and your future. Stay with me until the end, because the story you're about to hear isn't really about Elon Musk. It's about what becomes possible when someone refuses to quit. Most people know Elon Musk as the billionaire behind Tesla, SpaceX, and several revolutionary companies. They see the wealth, they see the fame, and they see the headlines, but they don't see the years of struggle. They don't see the sleepless nights. They don't see the moments when everything was on the verge of collapse. And that's why most people misunderstand success. They think wealth appears overnight. They think billionaires got lucky. They think extraordinary success belongs to extraordinary people. But history tells a different story. Success is rarely built in comfort. It is forged in uncertainty. And Elon Musk's story proves that better than almost anyone alive today. Before the billions, before the rockets, before the electric cars, there was a young boy growing up in South Africa. He was quiet. He loved reading. He spent countless hours learning. While other kids played games, Elon was consuming books at an unbelievable pace. Science fiction, technology, business, history. Knowledge became his superpower. And here's the first lesson. Your future grows from what you feed your mind today. Most people spend years entertaining themselves. A few spend years educating themselves. The difference compounds over time. Years later, Elon moved to North America with a dream much bigger than himself. He wasn't chasing comfort. He was chasing opportunity. And that's where the real journey began. Like many entrepreneurs, he started with almost nothing. No massive network, no billionaire parents funding his companies, no guaranteed path to success. Just an idea, just ambition, just belief. And belief is powerful, because before anyone else can believe in your dream, you have to believe in it first. His first major success came during the early days of the internet. Most people didn't understand how much the internet would change the world. Elon did. While others saw uncertainty, he saw possibility. He co-founded a company called Zip2. The company struggled. Money was tight. The future was unclear. But eventually, the company was sold for millions of dollars. For many people, that would have been enough. They would have retired, bought luxury cars, bought mansions, lived comfortably. But Elon wasn't interested in comfort. He was interested in building. And that decision changed everything, because wealth isn't built by spending success, it's built by reinvesting success. Remember that. Most people increase their lifestyle when money arrives. The wealthy often increase their investments. That's one reason the gap grows wider over time. After Zip2, Elon helped create another company that would later become PayPal. Again, he faced challenges. Again, there were doubts. Again, there were obstacles. But eventually, PayPal became one of the biggest online payment companies in the world. When it was sold, Elon received a massive payout. Now he was truly wealthy, and this is where most people would have stopped. But Elon Musk was different. He looked at the future and saw three problems he believed needed solving: sustainable energy, space exploration, and transportation. The crazy part? These were industries where failure was almost guaranteed. Most entrepreneurs avoid difficult industries. Elon ran directly toward them, and that's where the impossible journey began. Imagine having hundreds of millions of dollars. Imagine having financial freedom. Imagine never needing to work again. Most people would protect that money. Most people would play it safe. Elon did the opposite. He invested huge portions of his fortune into Tesla, into SpaceX, into projects that many experts thought would fail. People called him reckless. People called him crazy. Some said he was throwing away his fortune. And honestly, from the outside, it looked like they might be right. Tesla struggled. SpaceX struggled. Money disappeared. Deadlines were missed. Failures piled up. The media criticized him constantly. Investors lost confidence. The pressure became overwhelming. Then came one of the most dangerous moments of his life. Both Tesla and SpaceX were approaching disaster. Cash was running out. The companies were close to collapse. Elon later admitted that he was under extreme stress. Everything he had built seemed ready to fall apart. Think about that for a second. One of the richest people in the world today was once on the edge of losing almost everything. That's why this story matters. Because success isn't the absence of struggle. Success is surviving struggle. Most people quit when things get difficult. The winners keep going. Not because they're fearless, but because they refuse to surrender. Then came the rocket launches. Failure. Another failure. Another failure. Millions of dollars exploded in the sky. Each launch failure created more critics, more doubt, more pressure. The world was watching, and many people expected SpaceX to die. Then came another launch. This time, success. One successful launch changed everything. Soon after, NASA awarded SpaceX a major contract. The company survived, and eventually transformed the entire space industry. Think about the lesson hidden inside that moment. The breakthrough often comes after the point where most people quit. Many people stop one step before success. They never realize how close they were. They never see what could have happened if they had persisted a little longer. The same thing happened with Tesla. For years, people doubted electric vehicles. Critics laughed. Experts predicted failure. Large automakers dismissed the idea. But Elon and his team kept pushing forward, year after year, obstacle after obstacle, and eventually the impossible became reality. Tesla became one of the most valuable companies in the world. The same people who laughed were suddenly paying attention. That's how success works. First they doubt you, then they question you, then they copy you, then they wonder how you did it. The psychology behind Elon Musk's success is fascinating. Most people think differently about risk. When they see uncertainty, they see danger. When Elon sees uncertainty, he sees opportunity. That doesn't mean he ignores risk. It means he accepts that meaningful rewards often require meaningful risk. And this is where many dreams die. People wait until they're certain. They wait until they feel ready. They wait until there are guarantees, but life offers very few guarantees. The opportunity often belongs to the person willing to move before certainty arrives. Waiting for perfect conditions is the fastest way to stay exactly where you are. Read that again, because it might change your life. Another reason Elon achieved extraordinary success is his obsession with learning. He constantly studies, constantly asks questions, constantly seeks better answers. He understands something many people forget. Your income often follows your value, and your value often follows your knowledge. The more problems you can solve, the more valuable you become. The marketplace rewards solutions, not excuses, solutions. So how can you apply these lessons to your own life? First, think bigger. Most people set goals based on what feels realistic. Successful people often set goals based on what feels meaningful. There is a difference. If your goals don't excite you, they probably won't motivate you. Second, invest in learning. The knowledge you gain today can pay you for decades. Books, courses, skills, experience. These are assets nobody can take away. Third, develop resilience. Life will test you. Business will test you. Your dreams will test you. Expect obstacles. Expect setbacks. Expect criticism. The goal isn't avoiding difficulty. The goal is becoming stronger than difficulty. Fourth, stop fearing failure. Failure is information. Failure is feedback. Failure is education. Every successful person has failed repeatedly. The difference is they kept moving. Failure is only final when you decide to stop. Fifth, focus on long-term thinking. Most people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year and underestimate what they can achieve in 10. The wealthy understand compounding, not just with money, with knowledge, with habits, with relationships, with effort. Small actions repeated consistently create extraordinary outcomes. Now imagine your future 10 years from today. Imagine 2 versions of yourself. The first version keeps waiting, keeps postponing goals, keeps making excuses, keeps telling themselves they'll start tomorrow. 10 years pass, nothing changes. The second version starts today, learns new skills, builds discipline, takes calculated risks, refuses to quit. 10 years pass, everything changes. The gap between those 2 futures begins with a single decision, the decision to act. And that's why Elon Musk's story is so powerful, because beneath the billions, beneath the companies, beneath the headlines, the real lesson is simple. Extraordinary results often come from ordinary actions repeated with extraordinary persistence. You don't need to build rockets. You don't need to create electric cars. You don't need to become a billionaire. But you do need to believe that your future can become bigger than your present. Because it can. The truth is that most people will never discover their potential. Not because they lack ability. Because they quit too early. Because they listen to critics. Because fear becomes stronger than ambition. Don't let that happen to you. One day you'll either look back with pride or look back with regret. Pride comes from action. Regret comes from hesitation. And the clock is moving whether you act or not. Your future is being built right now. With every decision, every habit, every hour, every excuse, every effort. You are creating the person you will become. The question is, are you creating someone you'll be proud of? Elon Musk's journey reminds us that impossible is often just an opinion. Many people thought electric vehicles were impossible. They were wrong. Many people thought private space exploration was impossible. They were wrong. Many people thought Elon Musk would fail. They were wrong. And maybe, just maybe, the people who doubt your dreams today will be wrong too. Remember this quote. The future does not belong to the most talented. It belongs to those who refuse to give up. Let that stay with you. Because your biggest opportunity may still be ahead of you. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think. Your next decision could change everything. If this message inspired you, make sure you subscribe to the channel and join a community dedicated to growth, success, discipline, and financial freedom. And most importantly, don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is already passing. Take action today. Start learning today. Start building today. Start believing today. Because the life you want will never arrive by accident. It must be built, one decision, one habit, one day at a time.
And the best time to begin is now.